HostileZone, hosted by the infamous and dangerous and much lied about Eric A. Cinotti. This is where public corruption, abuse of power, a waste and misabuse of public dollars, and ultimately using your personal position for gaining power influence over others is met with extreme hostility. Otherwise, everyone else is welcome. Welcome to the Hostile Zone.
Welcome to the Hostile Zone. You're with the infamous and the dangerous. That's right, very dangerous people. Eric A. Cinotti. That's right, with an A. Eric Andrew Cinotti with a bigger A. Eric who?
Andrew Cinotti.
No, Eric Cinotti with a C. The Cinotti. You're here live with us on KKTC 99.9. What is it?
True Country.
True Country. True America, baby. You're here with Eric A. Cinotti and the lovely Miss Bianca Sea.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for the welcome. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Here we are. Round two, take two. Round two, take two. Live in your backyard, New Mexico, and everybody in that area, streamed everywhere else as well. But here we are, yet another episode 2 of many. We are a 5-day-a-week show in New Mexico.
Yes.
We love you, New Mexico. We love you, Mountain Time, I think it is, right? Mountain Time? I'm hoping, if I'm wrong, someone's going to call and yell at me. Don't bot me, by the way. I don't like bots and trolls. You don't like me, just tell me. So anyway, Miss Bianca C., we were here just yesterday.
Yes, we were.
Let me just start off saying that we had some audio issues. So I will apologize for the audio issues because, see, we are a live and pre-recorded, but whatever, live radio show and TV on certain satellite and internet and other channels. We are also available on all of the podcast networks, like streamed on iHeart and Apple, Spotify, or Odyssey, down the whole thing. But I want to apologize because this is a radio TV show. And Miss Bianca C. here is a recording artist.
I am.
And a vocalist. So, being that said, I put her on the spot and had her do some lovely vocals for you guys. Because I figured if you didn't like the Italian from Jersey, I didn't want you to tune away from the station. So I figured you may like the half Latina and some wonderful vocals from heaven.
Oh,
But unfortunately, your voice was so more than heaven that it blew out all of the mics that are meant for radio broadcast. But, Miss Bianca C., we have a special treat because I don't want to be known as a liar to the people anywhere because I'm not. So I promised wonderful vocals, and you're going to get wonderful vocals. So you're going to have to redo what you did yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
That being said, my producer technician, say hi over there.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
Mhm.
Doing just fine.
All right. So before we get into that part, he's ready to pull a mic, but I'm going to tell you what we have to do. Firstly, we have to hit the button on that screen right there, on the screen right there, R-Dub, and slide that into cinematography. Yep. Bring it up and hit the red button. Don't worry. It's a work in progress, people. Other way, wrong way, slide up, and the red button. Up, slide down. Oh, I love it.
There
I love
you
it.
go.
I love it. Yes, baby. Yeah. All right. Yeah. R-Dub, you're the man. Woo. Union work. Gotta love it. Anyway, so what I was saying is that we had to go out and get an actual microphone for a singer.
I'm
because
honored.
I know you're at home in your car on a podcast somewhere on the internet or satellite, or if you're watching us, then you know you should be watching because if both of us are just as lovely to look at as we are to listen to. But I want to say, even though it's an FM station that this is airing on 5 nights a week, 9 o'clock prime time, although it's airing, and if you think FM and music, and I thought so too, our mics for the show are not meant for high vocals. So we had to bring in a microphone, and it's not the nicest microphone. So what was it that you said, RW, about the mic before? About the mic, we had to get a vocalist mic, and you wanted a better one?
Oh, yeah. Like, we need sponsors to send
Right.
us a better mic.
So basically, he works for me. And RW here says, hey, Eric, you're the big man on campus. You're the syndicated host with the top 5% worldwide most watched show. Yes, we are. Listen notes, check it out. He said, find somebody to get this beautiful girl a real mic. So I'm doing it. Am I doing it right, RW? Am I doing it right?
Perfect.
I'm not trying to pitch for a sale, but if you want an opportunity, we will display the microphone nicely and let everybody see. And when you hear the vocals of Miss Bianca Sea on this, whatever, I don't even know what it is, doesn't even have a name. I call it a second-rate generic microphone. But when you hear what she can do on that, whatever brand you are out there and you want people to know how good your product is, you may want to send us one and do a sponsorship so this lovely lady can use your microphone live to the world to hear. With that said, we're sandbagging you.
Oh, you are.
I'm not even going to tell. And this is going to be a segment we're going to have, by the way, moving forward. We're going to have call-ins and we're going to have contests to see if you can get Miss Bianca Sea to screw up and not hit a note. Because that's how sure I am, because I don't want to give away anything free. But we're going to have that contest moving forward. But I want you to hear the vocals, even on a crappy mic. So pull it and hand it off. Here we are. This is the singing mic. Hello. Check, check, check. All right. So here's your mic. It is not hold up to the screen. For our viewers, you know what I mean? There's no name on it. I know you, whoever makes microphones, you want to be having your name on here and the whole world see it. Okay. Now, I'm going to sandbag you. How about, since we are in New Mexico, how about you give the full rendition of Ave Maria?
Oh.
Sandbag.
I wasn't. Let's see. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Avinu, 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 Dominus tecum.
Wonderful. Now we're going to turn the generic mic back. Give me the generic mic back again.
Ooh.
Do you really want to look at this, our viewers? You don't want to see this mic. You want to see a good mic from a good brand. So I'm waiting for your email. Eric@ericandrewcinotti.com. Eric@ericandrewcinotti.com. What is it?
Eric at Cinotti.com.
No, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. Eric@andrewcinotti.com. @ericandrewcinotti.com. I don't know how
There you go.
I'm not going to let her sing on the show anymore, people, because she can't even get my name correct.
Oh,
Take this garbage mic back. I don't even know if I'm going to let her sing again today.
Oh.
So, Jersey in the house. with the pinky ring. And yeah, a Movado today. We got a nice Movado out there. Shout out, send me another one. I like the silver one. I got it. Now I want one with a little diamond extra. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Looks nice.
we are here day 2. And we are going to be a 5-night-a-week show. I believe there's going to be some re-airs on the weekends.
Okay.
And the show also will be streamed everywhere. We are literally everywhere already, right? Tell everybody, right?
Yes, we are everywhere, and it's been fun, so far. Everywhere I go, every stream, we've been streaming everywhere. Yes.
And we read the comments and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Yes.
But anyway, so we'll get into the show and some more stuff, but we have to talk about the set in case you're tuned in for the first time and you're in your car or on the internet or satellite and you're not watching. But I implore you to look for us on any of the podcasts for all the previous episodes and the other 16 or so episodes of our live show that airs every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And it will not interfere with your 9 o'clock show. So I'll be twice on that day. But you can get all of my shows on all the streaming networks that I've named. But where I was going here was I want to describe our set, our show set or whatever.
So you're giving a little tour.
We're giving you a tour. And I wanted to say also, along with the tour, we do a lot of Facebook live stuff.
We do.
But I want to be honest. I said it on yesterday's show. So if you want to hear yesterday's show, I think the station may have them available on their website, but you can find it elsewhere anyway on all the places. But you can always see the video too on YouTube, The Hostile Zone, and you'll see all of the Hostile Zone shows, not just the New Mexico one, the KKTC version, 99.9, true country, true America, baby, on that station. But we're everywhere else. So you can get them and you can see that. So we want to give you a description of this lovely, lovely set with these burning lights on me right now. So if I'm dripping sweat, people, yes, I'm going to grab a little water because I'm parched. Word of the day. It is, anybody that's been on a set before, it's not like this is not like your regular disc jockey show. And it's not like your everyday podcast. There's lights everywhere in here, and I'm burning on fire. And then there's wires, mic, and cameras. And is Kenny eating more donuts again?
No.
Thank you. All right. So, right, because shout out to the Donut King, whatever. Anyway, you need to give me more donuts, or we got to fire Kenny. Or R-Dub, maybe Kenny got to go.
Maybe.
Kenny's an intern. He's not a union member yet, so I'm just saying. So, would you like to start with a tour? Because we call it the couch. You're on the couch.
It's a very comfy couch.
You're on the couch with Eric A. Cinotti and Miss Bianca Sea. You're on the couch. So, on this couch, we have Miss Bianca Sea's side of the couch. Girl power, according to your website.
It is.
Right? What is it? Girl power, right?
Yes. Woman empowerment.
And then we have my side. So why don't you tell the listeners and the viewers a description and what's on your side of the couch?
Oh, it's a little bit of everything of my personality. There's 2 headshot photos of me throughout the years. And I love Marilyn Monroe. I'm a girly girl. Yes, I am.
Girl power, right?
Girl power, feminism, love it. We also have a bouquet of flowers, peonies, and then my little beach bird.
You love that bird.
I love that bird. It's so cute.
And we got more over here.
And I have on the corner here a guitar. I'm not a professional guitarist, but I like to dabble a little bit, You
are a recording artist.
I am a recording artist.
You play the keys a little bit.
I do. I play everything by ear.
Right, she does. Actually, I'm going to say I've been amazed. That's why I want to have this contest moving forward. as we get our 5 days going, I want people to actually challenge her. I was out and she was performing, and somebody went ahead and said that, could you sing? What was it that you wanted to sing? I'm trying to remember here. What was it that somebody walked up and asked you?
Oh, let me see.
Think about it. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, no way. And you walked outside and she just listens.
Oh, it took me 3 tries to learn that song.
Yeah, like you just, what was it? It was,
I,
oh my God.
I could sing it.
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline.
That is amazing. All right. So actually, Big Mike us here. Bring us in.
Oh boy.
You're going to Patsy Cline, because you know what? And actually, hold on, before you pull it out, she did that, and you never did a song before.
Yes, I never.
And then she had it was somebody like threw a lot of money down at a concert to get her to do it. She went outside, put the phone to her ear, learned this song, came on and sang it to a T, enough that she was brought in for an audition for a theatrical play in the leading role as Patsy Cline, and she came in second place. But anyway, pull the plug and give her the big fat generic mic. Generic mic here. Generic mic. We need a sponsor. You don't want this mic down there. You want your name right here. Okay, Miss Bianca Sea. No, that wasn't her. That was me.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm so crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. That's all I got so far.
We have to do mic switching out here. Are we mic'd out? And turn over the generic mic, and we are back on to broadcast mics. Let me just throw this thing. Well, we can't until we get another one. All right, so I want to know what you think. I'm going to sandbag you all night. So anyway, because
you know what, I didn't want to ruin the audience's ears, because I was going to do a mic drop.
Oh, I love the mic drop. Actually, I love a good mic drop. So continue with the tour of your side. There is you got a lamp there. What's the meaning on that lamp there? And the pillows, are they have any significant meaning to them?
Well, I'm a girly girl, so I put a little summery southern type of feel.
We can't say the name brand because they have not committed to a endorsement or sponsorship, but I guess all the girls know what that is.
My LP pillows.
Apparently, all the ladies know what that is. So I don't know. Is the lamp anything? I don't even know myself what the deal is with the lamp.
Oh, the lamp. I thought it was very like a nice vintage feel to it.
I mean, yeah. You know what it reminds me of, actually?
Oh, I know. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
From Christmas Story.
The Christmas Story. Except it's not a leg, but it always makes me think of the Christmas Story with that awesome leg lamp with the girl in the skirt and the garter or whatever. You knew I was going to go there. How'd you know I was going to do that?
Because I just noticed it just now.
You just caught it now? I caught that. Like R-Dub, were you thinking that too all along or no?
Oh
yeah. You were there you were with me on that. We were there together.
I used up all the glue.
Yeah. Oh my God. Right. What a great movie. What a great movie. So now we're going to go to sort of our neutral area.
I would like you to explain.
I'm going to explain.
Side.
I will happily explain. But we will start with, what do you call it?
The pocketbook.
The pocketbook for the camera. She calls it the pocketbook. It really is a pocketbook. It could go in there.
You could it's so small, you could put it in.
It really is. But now, and I have one on my phone, an app on the phone. It is a copy of the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution. This one is provided by the Heritage Foundation out of Washington, D.C. I have others from other foundations. And if you are somebody that provides pocket books for educational purposes, I donate these all the time. I get them from sponsors such as Heritage and other people. and I provide them to students, at universities when I'm teaching, at the universities and colleges as a professor. You know, as I mentioned in yesterday's show, I teach. I've been doing it for a number of years, not full time, but a lot enough. I guess the hours I put in leads to that. But I give these out to students quite often. No matter what the course is, I actually make everybody kind of really get the Constitution because I really believe it and love it. That being said, I'm going to get to this in a second, but right behind me is a copy of the U.S. Constitution on the wall, right there. Below it is a empty box of Freedom cigars. And with that, I wanted to say, because I said it yesterday, it is what? True country, true America.
Yes.
From the Hostile Zone, from Miss Bianca Sea, and from Eric A. Cinotti, the Cinotti, from me to anybody in uniform wearing the flag of the United States on their arm, I want to thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you for your service.
I myself am a veteran, but I still thank those who serve today, those who served before me. I have generations in my family all the way back that served in the military in multiple branches. And I have R-Dub, where is a member of the services. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
He's on our staff. We're proud to have him. We quite often take people for internships and positions with permission from their units or whatever, or veterans and et cetera, on our team. And I want to thank future members of the armed forces, men or women, whatever, anybody that wears the uniform. So that is to ROTC, Junior ROTC. ROTC, to people in Civil Air Patrol. Thank you, because you're a young man, young woman, and you are aspiring to be a future leader. You're aspiring to serve your country. Boy Scouts, thank you. Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, all these people. Yes, firemen, police, everybody. Anybody, you are doing something that you're not paid enough for, and sometimes you're doing it for free altogether. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Hostile Zone exists for you. Here's a flag right here. Now, moving forward with the tour of my side. Right off, let me talk about this. Right here is I call it the squeezy. It's a hand grip thing. I had to actually put some WD-40 on it because R-Dub said I was squeezing it and it was killing the mic. But yeah, I break them all the time. I exercise, but it's also like a fidget. Some people pick their nose and whatever, pick pimples. Who knows? I don't know. Pick your butt. I don't know. But I'm squeezing the squeezy, so I'm not being aggressive towards anybody. I'm just whatever. So that's on my side here.
That's your fidget.
It's my fidget. Yeah, and then it's kind of fun. It's actually funny. You want to try?
Oh, sure.
I'm trying to get R-Dub into one. I have boxes of them since I break them. Sponsorship available there.
Wow, this is super strong.
I don't want to say where this one came from, but I break them.
With my hand, man.
I break them all the time. I switch it around. I rotate it. I mean, honestly, I can bring pieces on to show tomorrow, any day, to show you that they're broken.
I have seen one that was broken, that was snapped.
I was like,
into.
It goes,
really?
gone. So anyway, that's there. So if you see me doing that, I'm not being aggressive. Don't let the pinky ring and the squeezy thing and the suit, don't let that put you off. The jersey thing, whatever. Right here is my book, as a book. Compliments of the Ford's Theater Society in Washington, D.C. That is the theater where Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. In this book here is some wonderful quotes from Abraham Lincoln and thoughts, etc. I often find it appropriate in a show to use a quote when it's appropriate. I have a picture of Abraham Lincoln that was painted by a student of mine at a university in New Jersey, who was taking one of my classes as an elective, and she was an art student. And she was taking my class as an elective because she heard that my classes were a lot of fun. It was a criminology course. And she knew I was a huge fan of Abraham Lincoln. And next thing you know, she shows up with that. Right here, we got another Abraham Lincoln. Right here, we got a statue of Abraham. Well, I got a lot of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
We got another U.S. Constitution book back here. Barnes & Noble, thank you. And we got an American flag. This is an actual burial flag of my grandfather. So that's what we have there. And
Nice.
that, I think, and I got a notebook here. Oh, I have an Abraham Lincoln pen. This one here is actually been around for a while. It actually is made of wood, leftover wood. Nobody stole it or broke anything. Leftover wood when they were doing some repairs at Ford's Theater. So it was like a donation kind of thing. And I got this pen. It's great. It's engraved with his signature, and it's actually listed for the archives.
It's a lovely pen.
I love it. It's wooden. It's not fancy like people would say, but I love it. And then when I was getting the other book, I do have another one but they don't have it saying the archive, and it's not original wood, but whatever. So there we are, and I got notepads everywhere. Did I cover everything? Oh, we have Sammy Davis Jr. up there on the wall from the Rat Pack. We have our picture I said yesterday on the show. Frank Sinatra's picture fell. I don't know. Maybe the ghost of Frank Sinatra. I don't know. But it fell. It will be up somewhere here in the future.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
With that said, those of you that did not enjoy, and trust me, you missed out if you didn't enjoy yesterday's show, I implore you to go look for it and check it out. You can find me on Facebook too, Eric A. Cinotti, The Hostile Zone. You can see different clips, etc. there. We have a lot of all the shows uploaded to YouTube, The Hostile Zone, and like I said, it's on all the platforms.
Right.
We are not a YouTuber, so that's not we put them there as a portfolio. I don't leave open comments like most people that are not YouTubers. We don't do that. I'm not there to get comments and start that. It's there for us to have behind the scenes footage. The amount of views and likes and stuff on there is not anything of what is reality. So
yeah, we keep it real.
I keep it real. I call a spade. And that's why I have this show. I'm looking out for you folks. I'm here for you. If there is something going on, let me know. Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. You can also check out my website, ericandrewcinotti.com. You could also go to ericcinotti.com. You could go to TheHostileZone.me. We also have TheHostileZone.com, but there's supposed to be some kind of, and I'm not tech, and I got to yell at R-Dub. There's supposed to be some kind of crossover with the websites. I don't know, but there we go. TheHostileZone.me. We're on some other networks and stations, which I don't want to broadcast them on this one here. So that is that. Moving forward, generally how it is, and where this is the get to know each other phase, right?
Yes, I think it's great that
I have my coffee here, and
let me guess.
it is
What's on it?
It's a Lincoln quote. What does it say?
Whatever you are, be good one. Be a good one.
Exactly. Whatever you're going to be, people, be good at it. Be good at it. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter what you're going to be. You're going to be a plumber, a lawyer, a doctor, a garbage man. Honor in everything you do as long as you give it your all and you give people what it is they expect to get. So I'm going to have a sip of coffee here. You would think with all the lights on me, I would not want the hot coffee. So let me give you the premise of the show. The show is The Hostile Zone. Basically, Miss Bianca Sea is a recording artist. And I like her to be here to do some singing, but she also helps with entertainment discussions.
I do.
I do a lot of legal analysis. I discuss political issues. I don't tell you who to vote for. I don't lean my discussion towards either side of the spectrum. Okay? I am not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to tell you who not to vote for. I'm not going to do any of that. That's not what I do. You decide who you want to vote for. I give you the facts. I tell you what it is that I see to be true, and I'll tell you if it is fact. Right? I will tell you if it's fact.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
And I'll also tell you if it's Cinotti's opinion. And listen, everybody's entitled to an opinion. I have a lot of years of experience, a lot of years in the classroom teaching and educating myself, and I'm still learning new things, and I'm actually moving for yet another degree.
Yeah.
At the higher a doctorate number 2. So with that said, I have opinions, and and so do you.
I do.
And that's what the show here is about. We keep it fresh, and we keep it about topical discussions on current events, whether it be in the entertainment world, whether it be in any world, whatever it is. So that's what the show is. It's hostile because I get loud, boisterous, but understand that I'm not attacking anybody personally. I don't support attacking people personally. I don't support violence. I don't support name calling. I don't support if you don't know the answer and you can't have a discussion, then just say you don't know or don't engage in a discussion. Don't yell at people. There's nothing worse than somebody who doesn't know the answer and their debate is just yelling garbage back at you or
Yes,
making
that's not
personal
a
attacks.
conversation.
Personal attacks is not an intellectual conversation. There's nothing worse than saying, why do you support candidate A? And they look at you because they have no answer. They don't actually have a clue why they support candidate A. I would venture to say a lot of times, maybe somebody in a classroom told them who they should support,
Right.
or somebody else told them who they should support. But I'll ask them and say, why is it that you support so-and-so? And they can't answer. But if you ask me, and I implore anybody on the show, ask me why I might like or dislike somebody, and I'll give you the reasons.
Right.
You may not agree with my reasons, but mine, I believe, are fact-based and based on my experience and knowledge, reasonable person standard of what I believe I've learned and I've experienced in life to make that decision. And everybody is entitled to their opinion and decision. Right, Miss Bianca C?
Absolutely.
And then how Miss Lovely Bianca C comes in here, other than me sandbagging her with stuff and not letting her know what I'm going to say, which I never, ever tell her anything that's going to happen for the show.
Really
So if you
don't.
watch all the other episodes, you'll be like, the look on her face is great. She's not going to know when I'm going to throw the mic at her or any of that stuff. So, and when we get the contests going, I want you to call in and let us know some great stuff that you think she can't do. And I got one. I got one for you. Get the mic ready.
Oh boy.
Wait, before we go there, what was the mic check that broke all the other mics that she had to do? What was that thing called? The opera kind of, what was it? What's that? You know what it was. The one that you did 50 times and had to move all the mics, the up and down thing, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know what it is, right?
I do.
Then do it. Unplug and give it to her. Make her do it. And hit that note like you did. Wait. You better tune your dial at home in your car. I'm just warning you.
It's going to be a hard one.
Give me that generic microphone over here. We need a real mic with a name on it right here. We need a mic with a name. Mic check. I need a name on here. All right, Miss Bianca. You use this generic microphone with no name on it. It's on. And you did some up and down, I want to say like opera stuff, right? Is that what it was? What is it?
It's really from the play Phantom of the Opera. Oh,
Give it to them.
I will. Think of me fondly when you say goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise you'll try. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah.
Now, before we pull away this generic microphone from my face, we need a sponsor for this microphone. Don't make me have to go buy a microphone for this lovely voice. So everybody at home, and in their car could hear that voice. I want to sandbag you again. I'm going to sandbag you one more time. What's that song that all the little kids make you sing? And it has to do with ice cubes or something. Are you prepared? Can you do it? Can you do it? All right, she's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Do we have an applause out there for that? I think we do. The phone lights are lighting up here. Okay, so you know what you're doing. Give it.
Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. Oh, never bothered me anyway.
Wow. And if that doesn't mean that we need a good mic for her, I don't know what else does. Take this mic, R-Dub. And I'm back in. There we are.
Boy.
So there it is. There it is. So how did that? That was good. I mean, I told you.
I didn't expect.
Yeah, I know. It's that. I love it. Wait till we get it more. If you're thinking anything on Dub, throw it at her. Literally, that Patsy Cline one. I was at that show, and I was like, didn't you sing Elvis too?
I did. I sang a backup.
No, I mean, didn't somebody ask you to sing Elvis at that same show?
They did. They did.
Did you do it or no? I don't remember.
A little bit. Yes.
Right? Am I right? Am I thinking about the same show?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this. It's crazy. We keep it fresh. So with that, we also talk about current events and stuff. And I want to say, we talk crazy stuff sometimes, and I put opinions out there. I don't judge anybody on what it is that you do. I said on yesterday's show, and I say on many shows prior, I am not for a super constrictive government. Okay. I believe in more freedoms to the people. I believe in less government oversight. I believe in government as a safety net, not a support beam. I also believe government doesn't belong in your bedroom. It doesn't belong in your personal affairs like that. I believe this document on the wall speaks for itself. The pocketbook speaks for it. So with that, we're going to blend in that conversation, blend with a little entertainment. I saw an interview very recently, and it's actually an ongoing situation, and I want to bring it up, and I'm going to go there. And I hope I don't trigger anybody, but I'm going to do it. I don't really.
You're going to go there.
I'm going to go there. I don't really care if I trigger you, because that's why it's the Hostile Zone. Will Smith. Big fan of Will Smith. I got to admit, I was a big fan of Fresh Prince. I watched all the reruns. All right. I grew up close to Philly.
I love that.
I used to hang in Philly a lot. I've been in Philly plenty of times in recent times. So I got to be honest. A couple things have happened to him recently, and I want to discuss a couple of them. And since you're in that world of entertainment, we're both in entertainment, but you're, but you're that type, that thing that this is your kind of world. Yeah. Even though we were invited to these parties, but we did not go. I know R-Dub was crying because I got invites to some awards thing, whatever. You're gonna go in April next year.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. We need a sponsor to pay for his trip. No, I'm kidding. We're kidding. We got you taken care of. So anyway, Will Smith, I don't even know who the other person was because I'm not up on so much celebrity stuff like that. I mean, I'm up on enough of it that I pay attention to what's going on when it comes to news related stuff. And somehow this popped up for me to read. And there was a person, you know the story I'm kind of going with, where let me put out the story, and then maybe you can help me figure out who this person was that said this, okay?
Okay.
Somebody who was apparently, and I don't know, again, don't quote me or bot me on this one. I don't know 100% detail.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you it bothered me. And Will Smith, if you're watching, I got your back, and we're going to talk about it. This individual claimed to have been a good friend of Will Smith, showed all kinds of pictures and video clips, and he worked on the set or something with all these shows and stuff. And Will Smith has been one of the finest actors out there. He's been non-political. He's non-controversial. I've never heard him involved in drugs, drinking incidents, fighting, nothing. The guy is a role model to children. He's a role model to people. He's a role model to a lot. I grew up to his stuff. I like it. I still support him, and I got your back. So on this particular situation, and I'm getting hostile about it, and you can tell me who this person was. And I'm talking to you when she tells me who you are, because I think you're a thug. So anyway, this individual went on some kind of podcast or whatever and was saying some heinous, disgusting things that Will Smith did in a homosexual manner. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to get into details because this is an FM show, and I don't want any censorship or fines. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. And I don't want to trigger anybody. I don't know what age group is watching at 9 o'clock at night. So I don't want to get into details. You can find it on your own. It's not my position to go into the details. And I don't want to personally, because I think it's disgusting. Not this, what was said. It's disgusting that somebody would do this to him. So basically, in so many words, you know the story?
Oh yeah. He
supposedly
walked in on the two of him and some other actor
doing something. Yeah. Don't say what it was, but it was between two guys.
But the thing is, it's so hard. You know what? This is a thing. Why now?
Why? Yeah, all these years later, and here's the part that triggers Eric Cinotti. This is what makes Cinotti hostile. Who is this guy that said this?
Well,
R-Dub, look up his name. I want to shout him out. Find it on your phone. Get the name. I want it right now. We're going to call him out. Will Smith, we're going to do this for you. I don't care. The government, nobody needs to know what happens in your bedroom. And personally, I don't believe any of this nonsense. I take it for the grain of salt, garbage that it is. But this person claimed to have been his friend, and he waits years, days, a lifetime, 5 minutes. What kind of friend were you and are you or anything to talk about somebody like that? Talk about a violation of every man code there is, every human code there is. I'm getting angry. I feel myself getting red. I'm disgusted by it. Did you get his name yet? Let me see here. His name is where is it here? Help me out here.
I believe if you look at the first part, it should start off with it.
Well, it has a title in front of it. Yeah, that can't make sure that, because if that's a religious title, I don't want to go crazy with that. I don't know what that means.
The thing is that it was
this part up here.
Just say the name. Say the name.
Brother Bial.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but is brother a name? But you got your iPad there, Miss Bianca, and you are more up on this. Scroll up there, and since we're doing it, and R-Dub is looking this up. I'm going to go on because I'm going to go off on a tangent like Cinotti does, and if you watch my show, you'll see I do it all the time. Number one, I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't care what you do in any of that. You're not hurting children. You're not hurting people. But this person is like the lowest of people to say this about another person. What right does this person have if it is to be true? And I'm not saying it is, Will. I'm not. I don't think that it is. But I would say if there was a sliver of truth to this, what right does this person have to do this? And here's the legal analysis. Why now? Why today? Why this guy? Why this situation? Secondly, if this behavior was occurring, why would it be happening when apparently I saw in this interview that Will Smith was supposed to be on set? Well, he was on set, but he was supposed to be, I guess, about to do a scene or something, and they were looking for him. And he and another actor, I guess, were engaging in some kind of behavior in the green room or whatever. Why would you do that there? If that's the kind of things you're doing, why? It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even have any logic to it. There's no logic. A reasonable person doesn't believe that. What a reasonable person believes, what I believe, my opinion, I believe whoever this guy is, and I don't know who he is, and Miss Bianca Sea will get more information from me. Whoever this guy is, I think he is monopolizing on another situation with Will Smith, which I want to go man code on this one. R-Dub, help me out. You know the situation with the awards where he smacked, I believe, Chris Rock?
Yes.
Okay, here it is. You're in this case because you're a guy who you can converse with me. Not you're off camera, but you're in. You want to talk with me on this for a second?
Sure.
Okay. So it is atrocious. If you are both, and Chris Rock is from where I grew up from, and he still lives out there. He is a nice person. I have nothing to say about him. I don't even know what the situation was, but I did see the scene, the video of it. We actually were supposed to go to that event, but we didn't make it. Hold on, let me just finish this because R-Dub and I. But hold that thought because you found it. I'm sure. I know you did. So this other situation, I believe, but for that situation, then this other guy would not have done what he did. So R-Dub, apparently Chris Rock made some off-color, disparaging remarks as a joke. And he's a funny person. He really is. I actually enjoy him. I watch. I mean, he's part of that Kevin James and Sandler, right? Wasn't he on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I love I love that little group of guys. I really do. So I find him to be funny. So I thought maybe it really was a joke, and I don't know if it was, and I don't know what the communication was behind scenes, but here it is. Will Smith. Something was said about his wife. I'm a man. You're a guy. You're sitting there in the front row, and somebody makes a remark about your woman in front of everybody as a joke and belittles you and her. Will Smith got up like any man. I would have done it. So, Will, I would have done the same thing. R-Dub, would you have done the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He got up and he walked up and smacked him in the face. And Chris Rock didn't respond back because he probably knew what he did was not appropriate, or it was a staged incident for publicity, which we know this happened. So I don't know. I don't know. And I'm saying that again. I don't know. But just at the surface level, and I'm going to get to you on your side with this because I know you got stuff there. On the surface level, I believe what he did was defending his woman. Whatever their relationship situation is, it's none of anybody else's business.
I agree.
And it's definitely not appropriate to be made fun of and him to be the joke in front of everybody. He needs to defend his man. Whatever happened to being chivalrous? Why are men no longer men anymore? I know this is a country station out here that's what we're on today, so I'm sure that many of these men out there are agreeing with me. And I'm sure some of the cowgirls out there are saying they want themselves a good cowboy.
Yeah.
I would have got up and I would have knocked him out. Now, I think Will Smith was a gentleman with a slap because I would have laid him out cold Jersey style. Jersey, Italian, pinky ring style. You'd have went down on the stage, and then I don't know what would have happened later. I don't know. You've seen an episode of Sopranos. Anyway, so bottom line, I don't think, R-Dub, that Will Smith should have had to have apologized to the Academy Awards on stage or on TV for his behavior. I don't think so. I don't agree. Do you feel me? You feel me, bro?
No, I agree with it.
I mean, you're a girl, Miss Bianca, so it's different. But I'm a man. You're a man. I both military guys. I'm not rolling like that, Jersey style. Someone's getting hurt. Someone's going to get hurt. I'm sure in cowboy land they get hurt too. LA, anything happens. And I got a great other LA story that we're going to go on in a minute on that. So with that said, I think that this other guy took advantage of that situation, and then his Will Smith's alleged wife betraying the trust and sanctity of their relationship, going on an interview talking about her husband. And then she commented that he was getting old and has been. I'm sorry. You were nothing without him. And he will always be Will Smith. And I'm getting red, getting angry. He will always be Will Smith. Am I right, R-Dub? And we're generations different here.
Absolutely.
He's the man. He's the man. What's her name, Jada?
Jada.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Take a look in the mirror. You got nothing. You are lucky to stand next to him, and you have what you have because of him. You're the man, Will. People love you in Philly. People love you everywhere. Anyway, tell us about this low person that had something to say about him, claiming to be a friend.
Well, I was looking up. Actually, they say that he was a former assistant and best friend, ex-best friend.
Of course, X. How long ago X?
Yeah.
Was there an X to grind, right?
Right, yeah.
Was it fired?
Something else happened.
Whatever happened to the
non-disclosure,
non-disclosure, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm going legal here. I'm hearing non-disclosure violation.
Oh yeah.
Non-disclosure agreement violation. I mean, I don't know, but what do you know on the entertainment side?
He really does go by Brother Bilal.
So what does that mean, brother?
But
you ain't my brother.
That is
You're nobody's brother if you're talking about somebody behind their back like that. Even if they did this, you have no right to discuss this anywhere, let alone on a podcast or whatever it was. You are a low person, and people like you give all guys. That's why they say don't have a girl shouldn't have a guy friend, right? You are just a low person, and if you have a problem with it, Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. We can have a conversation. You want to have a conversation? Will, I help you out, but I'll talk to him for you.
I think it's kind of very like low for a person to even discuss that. I mean, what kind of person would you be like to even say that? What is your gain?
What do you gain, right?
What are you trying to gain? Like either you think you're gonna get the money for this?
Of course he did. You don't think he went on that podcast or whatever? Was it a podcast? I don't even know. You don't think that he went on there and he didn't get paid for that? Of course he did. Who even knew who this guy was? I've never heard of you. You probably never showed up in an article in 25, 30 years. All of a sudden you got there because you said, hey, here's a guy. His wife just talked about him. He got called up on stage. He called himself. He got called. Well, he did get called up on stage.
I got pictures with
he's got no pictures. Come on. And you know what? We all know about Photoshop. Or whatever.
No, he's saying that. I'm saying that I have pictures proving that I was friends with.
Oh yeah, I saw the videos. And what was sad was that Will Smith was smiling and hanging out with him, thinking it was his buddy. You know,
not his boy.
Terrible thing. I said to R-Dub yesterday when we were doing some editing, don't trust the person that says, trust me. Right? Did I not say that?
No, you said that.
I really did. I know that because I've been the victim of people that have lied and continue to lie about me. And I trusted them. And the funny thing was, as I was telling him, don't trust the person that says trust him. I'm the guy that says trust me, but I really am the guy that has trusted people. So I have nothing to gain at all, but to be honest and truthful with you. But the fact is that despicable. I am just disgusted by this situation.
The way this guy said, like how he found out, whatever, in that green room, I think it's
And
So
yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
that is true. I really don't think.
I
That's
don't,
true
and
at
you know,
all.
and we're coming
you know
on,
what?
and we're coming on
Even
like a time
if
constraint here, apparently.
right,
But
even if Will was, going both
don't
ways,
even do it.
who
Let's not talk.
cares?
We're not having.
Cares?
And you know what? With the
Nowadays,
snowflake
it's like,
world that we
who
live in,
cares?
and
This
the
is
whole
not shocking.
non-binary stuff, why would this even be a conversation anyway?
Right.
I'm not saying that it is the case, but I'm saying why you, why today, why now, and in the environment in the world that we live in, where people have to put on their profile that they go by pronouns of he, she, or whatever. I mean, why would they do this? I think this guy is trying to make money on you. I hope you got a good attorney out there.
Absolutely.
And I want to go into one other thing, and then we're on a time constraint.
And you know what? Will, for Will, I support him. I love his movies and stuff. It does not change anything about how I feel
No. I
about
think
him.
he'd actually
Because you know
probably
what?
is going to
I
help
think
him.
it's gaining him.
I think it's going to help him.
I think it's going to gain.
Listen, Will, you know it, and I know it. And I know it definitely. Any press, whether it be bad or good, is good for you because you're getting free publicity that you didn't have to pay for.
That's right.
And everybody, people like me and my generation, watch your show. I still watch your reruns at night, and I'm not going to stop. Okay. Bottom line, when I see you at one of the parties or any of the events that are coming up, nobody cares. Nobody believes this is garbage. I want to say on a time crunch moment
He
here.
will forever be the Fresh Prince.
He is the Fresh Prince of bigger than Bel Air. He's the Fresh Prince. He's the Fresh Prince. But I did want to bring up something that I'm going to get into on tomorrow's segment.
Sure.
And it is another situation, and then we're going to end the hostile zone on that because I want you to your brain and think about it for tomorrow. There was a video, and I will get into more detail on tomorrow's show, where there was an attempted home invasion in LA by masked people with masks over their head, not even enough, whatever words you want to use to actually show your face. You hid your face, and they ran up behind somebody who was holding a coffee, tea, or soda in his hand while he was opening the door to his home. The video shows them jumping over a wall. He's in a wall in his little, like, I don't want to say compound, but his property. They jump over with a gun drawn. They run up on him at the door as he's unlocking the door. His infant child, the nanny, and his wife are inside. And sorry for a criminal that this man was armed and trained. And from New York, that's right. Italian from New York with his Yankee cap.
That's right.
Derek Jeter forever. He turned around, he drew that weapon, and he handled the situation. And his wife, child, and the nanny are safer and better for it today. But the saddest part that I'm going to end the show is that he had a legally registered firearm. He was legally licensed to carry concealed. And just by watching the video, and I don't know what much more on it, but we'll get into it tomorrow. He was obviously trained because he had his back turned with a drink in his hand and a key unlocking the door. And he spun around, drew a concealed weapon, and the other person had the weapon up on his back almost. And he managed to fight them off. And he ends up having his firearms license restricted from him from the state of California. Has anybody watched a video in California? You can steal from any store you like as long as it's $999. Wow. You're not going to be prosecuted. Who would want to be a business person there? Why would you want that property? This guy legally did what he's supposed to do. In this document, the Constitution, he has the right to bear arms, and he followed all the rules, laws, and everything in that state to do so. And he was clearly trained just by his actions. And I saw that the NRA, the National Rifle Association, has come out in support of him. I want you all to ponder that tomorrow. So when we come back, we could talk further about it.
Sure.
And this guy, I hopefully would like to get more information on him. But I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna be reaching out to the NRA and get some more information. Miss Bianca C, you have anything you want to say?
I hope everybody drives safely home. and have a good night. And
Right? And Miss Bianca Sea closes us out with honor every time. So we're going to make it happen live tonight. That's right. Here it is. We're
live.
pulling the mic, and she's going to give you the Whitney Houston from New Jersey version of the Star Spangled Banner. That's right. And you'll hear the Star Spangled Banner at the close of every hostile zone because we love America. So pull the mic guard up and give her that generic mic so she can blow away your speakers.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have sponsorship for everybody who's driving in cars whose speakers are going to blow out. Give her that mic.
Before I do that, to all the listeners out there, if when we do the mic change, you hear that the mic cuts out, that's why we need a really good sponsor. So the full-
He's looking for a raise, this guy. Yeah. All right, make the switch. Let's do it.
Pull the plug.
Take us out with honor, dignity, and glory. And yes, you may drop the mic because it's going to be worthy. You got to get your volumes ready at home.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaming, and the was bursting in through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Take that generic mic. Wonderful. I hope everybody heard that. That was live, no editing, on a garbage mic. Just imagine what that sounds like in person. I also want to say for the last second, I'm going to sandbag you one more time. You sing the intro and outro for the show on other networks. So how does it go?
Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you.
And Cinotti heard you.